Hello, beautiful people. How are you? It is very sunny out. Look at that. Look at that. The birds are chirping. It is beautiful out here. It is the day after Christmas. Got some pretty good things. It was good for fellowship. I was going to record, but I was like, no, I'm going to dedicate this day to family. But I have some interesting messages for you guys. I want to talk about secret sin. Secret sin is actions that you do that no one else knows but God. You know, who are you behind closed doors when you sin? Like, what secret life are you keeping from other people? And, you know, when we sin, you know, we make a mistake, our first reaction is to hide it. But only God's intervention can change a man's heart. Because there's all these people that want to put, like, behavioral modifications on, you know, what to do and not to do with, like, say, like lust. Like a to-do and not to-do list, and then it's almost like a self-help guide to get you out of that. Let me tell you, you will never live up to those standards. You never will. So stop trying. Behavioral modification does not work for a spiritual problem. Lust inside you is a spiritual problem that requires a spiritual answer, a spiritual cure. Like, yes, you can confess it to God. You know, you can cry out to God to get rid of that problem inside you. But if you don't want that problem fixed, you only bring it to God. You bring it to nobody else. That sin inside you needs to be exposed. It needs to be mortified. You know, mortify means to embarrass. You need to embarrass that sin inside you because it wants to be kept secret. So if you want to get rid of the problem, you gotta confess it to others. It's gonna be scary, but it's something you must do. You gotta have people that will keep you accountable to get you out of that. Pointless if you're just gonna tell God what you're doing because He already knows. So it's pointless. You gotta tell others that will keep you spiritually mature. God already knows of your sin that you've done, so it's pointless. Like Jesus took the disciples under His wing and He mentored them. He was their teacher. He taught them the ways. So you need someone to take you under their wing to help you. Find a spiritual mentor. Find an accountability partner that is more mature than you and probably has been through what you've been through. Surrender that authority to that person that they will keep you accountable. And it's not a weekly report. It's not like a constant like therapy session. It's someone that you're giving full surrendered authority to help you get rid of that problem inside you. That is called real discipleship. Zeus, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? You gotta be submissive in that sense for someone to keep account for your soul. That's why it's so vital. It's because your soul is on the line. If you don't get rid of that sin inside you that is already rooted, it grows and it gets harder to take out and snatch out. So you gotta surrender that authority to a mentor to help you keep you accountable, and you gotta take delight in that because you're like, yes, I found someone who's gonna help me out of this. I know you're tired. You're tired of that sin inside you and you feel trapped and you don't know how to get out of it because Jesus is light. If you love light, then you wouldn't live a double life. You put like a good moral person image, but behind closed doors you struggle with secret sin. That's called living a double life, and it's hard because you are paranoid, you're stressed out, you're like, oh, what if people find out? What if people find out? That's why you gotta confess it. Be truthful up front. Because if you don't want people to find out that secret sin, it sits inside you and you become paranoid and you put so much effort and it's exhausting. Just be an open book. Be a lover of light. You have temptations. But when you cave into those temptations willingly, it becomes a routine. And then it builds consequences and you live a life of consequence. You don't want to live that. It's so tiring feeding those sins, feeding those addictions that don't even help. They are temporary. They don't even last. Find help. I know you need help. I know you want help, but you don't know how. Find someone who's more spiritually mature and that will help you. Be willing to help you and pour in whatever time they can to help you out of that. Guess what? Your flesh never improves. The older you get, it gets even worse. Behavior modification for flesh is impossible. You'll never get out of that. That's why you need spiritual cleansing. You need spiritual answers to your spiritual problems. I hope you guys will take this seriously, because I need it and you need it. I hope this will reach someone, this will talk to someone, because they need it. Seek Jesus today. He is the answer. He's a spiritual answer to your spiritual problem that you have. Let Jesus cut it out of you. It's not about you. Surrender to the God who loves you and wants to use you, because he does. You're not alone. You're not worthless. You have value. So cut that out of you. That's why it's so crucial. Get that sin out of you. Cry out to God for help and find spiritual mentors to keep you accountable. It's so vital. It's so important. I love you guys. I want to help you get out of this. Seek him today.